Hey profit takers, so we're back with another video. Excuse me there, I had to take a sip, Topo Chico. We are looking at the 3-day of previous day high breaks. Could be high or low, but for this video, it's high. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, so right now we're looking at, I have US, the S&P, which it shows up as US 500, and then oil, or it could be West Texas oil. That's another way it can show up. Now, oil has 3 days of breaks already, and the S&P has 5. So I want to show you why there's a little bit. I want you to look at this and count it just a little bit differently because they're resets. Okay, anytime there's a reset in the market, I like to count those days, especially or count the breaks, especially if it breaks the previous day, right? So we had a reset to the low here on Thursday for S&P, and that day it did break structure, right? Even though it was a little bit, it still broke the previous day, right? And then now we broke, the official structure right there. So I'm counting that as 1. All right, and then we have 2 right here. Okay, and you know that when I'm looking at a day 2 trend trade, I am basically measuring the high and low of the peak day or the reset day. Now this one, obviously, this is so far down here, this 50% mark. I mean, if prices come down here, I mean, good Lord. Well, it could happen. It could happen. But sometimes this area, you can get to this area and then maybe price is going to reverse and you're going to have a reversal trade for that day. So that's why I put it there. Okay. And you want it to be support, especially if you're going long. All right. So we had our 3rd break here. Okay. And then on Tuesday, we didn't have any market breaks. Okay, as you can see here, it was just a range-bound day. Well, actually, I'm lying. Why am I lying? Okay, because I'm not looking at the charts properly. There we go. We did have a break, even though, like I said, it was just a little bit. There was a break. And then we had one on Wednesday, which was number 5. Okay. Did it count it? I think it did. Yeah, it did count it. Okay. Now, okay, I know why it counted it, guys, because the way I have this thing programmed currently is that the break needed to be 10%. So on Friday, it did break. I'm going to change that because I wanted to count it either if it pins it because it still counts. So this was technically, it stayed 5 because it was listening to me in my, in the rules that I set it, right? But technically that's 6. So we're going to change it. Okay. So now we're 6 and 6, right? When the market opens, I mean, this is basically the market kind of reset and it started the count again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we're 6 and 6. And I'm looking for this thing to finally break, guys. So we're definitely, this is the area that we need price to finally get to break the structure and to prove that we're actually starting to trend in a different direction. Now, looking at the higher time frame, it does appear that, this idea is true. Okay. As you can see, this is the H4 time frame. We're definitely going to use this area right here for our support. And all these areas actually, right, these are all going to be tradable levels. Okay. Just going to push those out. And we're just going to see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But those areas, I'm just going to mark them and leave it as that. And we're looking for structure to break, guys, and break through this low so that we know that we are going in the right direction. All right. So again, S&P, this was definitely a reset. And the reason why it was not showing like I was hoping it would on the dashboard is because of the way we've set the rules, where it will count it if it's 10% of the pips, right? But I'm going to make sure that's changed. It needs so that it counts it whatever. If it pins yesterday's high, even a little bit, as long as it touches it, it counts, right? Because we want to know this is going to keep us in line, and we're going to know this something is happening. Okay. All right. So let's look at oil. This was also a reset. Okay. We had a new peak on Wednesday, this 2 weeks ago now. And then Monday of this last week, we had a retest to the low. And again, what do? I count that day at break as one because it broke the previous day high, which was Friday's high, right? And then the day 2 trend trade, which we're expecting prices to go long, although it did hit my 50% mark line and went long, it wasn't like, a great trade or anything like that. But nonetheless, I just stretched that to the next day for day 3. So now day 3, guys, it broke. Okay, broke market structure. Boom, we have 2 counts right there. Thursday, this was our 33 trade, right? It wasn't like the best, trending, it's not like the Monday of the new peak, the reset peak, but it was a long trade indeed. Okay. And then it broke the previous day. So then Friday came, and I'm thinking this thing was going to go ahead and break down and go short. It did give me the short opportunity. When it pinned yesterday's high, I was in, guys. So I took the short trade. And then whenever I saw that it was starting to reverse, I was like, okay, this thing is it's failing. I went ahead and got out. I waited for it to confirm to go long, and I went long. So then boom, that was the 4th break. Okay. So again, this one is looking kind of like S&P, right? When this market turns over, it's going to show 5. And it's probably going to be another 5th break. It might get to 380R. I don't know, right? But it's definitely already looking like it's probably going to break Friday's high, which is fine with me. If the opportunity if I'm available, this could move while I'm asleep. If I'm available for the trade and it is going long, right? I'm expecting this thing to get some resistance at this major level because this is a previous month's high. This is actually a high from November. Okay, so I would expect prices to come to that area and eventually start to get resistance and start to break down. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. And that's why these are called the 3 previous day high trade setups, because we've reached the criteria, right? Even if it reset itself and now we're going into 6 days or maybe 4 or 5 days, it's still in that vicinity of a market reversal. We should start seeing these numbers lighten up, right? Right now, they're already lit up for S&P. And we should start seeing this on Sunday when the market opens. Again, I don't know how soon this is going to start to show that it hit 380R. Sometimes it doesn't get to 380R, but because this high is here, guys, I'm really thinking it's going to do it and then start to break down. So those were the only 2 right now that I am seeing that are these particular trade setups. Okay, so I'm going to watch those and see how they go. If the opportunity comes in my session, then, I'm going to take the trade. Okay. All right. I hope you guys got some value here. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. We'll see you in the next one.